Have you ever stopped to think about the single most powerful tool you have? Seriously, it's not your phone, it's not your job, it's not the money in your bank account, it's your mind. So today, we're going to break down an idea that's as simple as it is profound. Our thoughts are the architects of our reality. Let's get into it.
Everything really starts with this ancient, powerful idea. And look, this isn't just some nice, feel-good quote to put on a poster. It's a fundamental principle. It's saying that our entire life, who we are, what we do, and where we end up, is literally forged in the furnace of our own minds.
So if our thoughts really are that powerful, how does that actually work? How do they go about building our lives brick by brick? Well, we're not talking about some floaty, abstract philosophy here. This is your life's operating system. Think about it. The way you see a challenge, the feelings that bubble up because of that perception, and then what you do about it, it is a chain reaction that always, and I mean always, starts with a single thought.
So, if we want to change our lives, it's pretty clear where we have to start, right? Inside. Let's dive into the tools we can use to really master this inner world of ours.
Two emotions hold us hostage more than any others: regret and anxiety. I mean, think about it. Regret literally drags you back into a past that you cannot change, while anxiety shoves you into a future that you can't possibly control. Both of them rob you of the only place you have any real power, right here, right now.
And that right there, that's the antidote. You see, the past is just a collection of old nows, and the future is just a bunch of nows that haven't happened yet. By yanking your focus back to this present moment, you reclaim your power from the ghosts of regret and the shadows of anxiety.
Okay, that's a fair question, isn't it? Because life is not always sunshine and rainbows. Pain is going to happen. It's inevitable. But what if I told you that suffering is optional? The next idea we're going to look at draws a huge line in the sand between those two things.
Life is going to throw that first dart. It just is. A breakup, a project failing, a rejection. That pain is real and it's unavoidable. But the second dart, that's the one we throw at ourselves. It's the story we layer on top of the pain. I'm such a failure, or this kind of thing always happens to me. That second dart, the suffering, is 100% within our control.
You know, this insight also helps us redefine what it even means to be happy. So often we chase pleasure, a tasty meal, a new show to binge, a new phone. But pleasure is passive, and it's gone in a flash. Real, lasting happiness comes from enjoyment. Enjoyment is active. It requires you to be fully engaged. It's the huge difference between just watching a game and actually playing it.
And the peak, the absolute ultimate state of enjoyment, is what psychologists call flow. And you know this feeling. It's when you're so deep into something, playing music, writing code, climbing a rock wall, that you completely lose track of time. Your worries just vanish. You are completely present, perfectly challenged, and totally engaged. It's where we feel our best, and funny enough, it's where we perform our best too.
So how do you find it? Well, it's not magic, it's more like a recipe. First, you gotta pick something you actually care about. Second, the challenge has to hit that sweet spot. It needs to stretch you, but not snap you. Not too easy, not too hard. Third, you need to know what you're trying to do, clear goals. And finally, you need to know how you're doing as you go. Get these 4 things right, and you've created the perfect playground for flow.
Okay, so we've talked a lot about mastering our inner world, our thoughts, our emotions, but how do we get that to show up in the real world? This is where we shift from just thinking to doing, from intention to habits.
And this quote just hits the nail on the head. A sudden burst of motivation is great, it'll get you off the couch, but man is it unreliable. For real, lasting change, you don't need more motivation. You need better systems, you need good habits.
And here's the wild part. Every single one of your habits, the good, the bad, the ugly, runs on this same simple 4-step loop. Your phone buzzes, that's the cue. You get that little itch to see what it is, that's the craving. You pick it up and check, that's the response, and you get that little hit of curiosity satisfied, that's the reward. To change your life, you have to become an engineer of this loop.
This framework right here is just so simple, but so powerful. It shows us exactly how to build better habits by hacking that loop. Want to start going to the gym? Okay, make the cue obvious. Lay out your gym clothes the night before. Make it attractive. Make a killer playlist you only listen to at the gym. Make it easy. Pick a gym that's on your way home from work. And make it satisfying. Track your workouts so you can see your progress. And this, right here, is why all of this matters so much. We tend to think that success demands some huge, heroic effort. But real change, meaningful change, it doesn't work like that. It's the result of tiny, almost invisible habits compounding day after day after day. It's about getting just 1% better every single day.
So we've gone on this whole journey, right? From the power of a single thought all the way to the compounding force of a daily habit. We've seen how mastering what's inside gives us the blueprint to build what's outside. So what's the big takeaway here?
It's this. You are the architect. You're in control. Your thoughts aren't just random noise in your head. They are the blueprints for your life. And your habits. They're the construction crew, working tirelessly every single day to build the reality your mind designed. And the best part? You have the power to change both. Right now.
So I'm going to leave you with this one last thing, which is really a question for you. Everything we just talked about, it all boils down to the power you have in this exact moment. The very next thought you choose to focus on is the first brick being laid for your future. So the only question left is, what will you choose to build?